NEAS, the news prank show. NEAS, the news prank show.
Hey everyone, guess who's back? All right, we don't have time for you to guess. It's me, Chris, aka Prank Stallone, aka the rightful host, aka totally cleared of any wrongdoing in relation to the death of the former host Bun Bunt, and this is NEAS Prankline. I'm excited about putting that all behind us and just moving on with our lives. And thankfully, we have such a great episode this week to move on with, as we've got an interview with Mark Finch-em, an episode of Dancing Around the Issues. We've got a short film about the legendary PrankZilla and an appearance from Tailgater. And so let's send it over to the only correspondent still working with me and my absolute rock and a guy who really helped me to clear my name in this whole thing. Let's send it over to Frankie West with the Real Fake Shows. Frankie? Oh man, I really don't feel good about this, man. All right, so starting off this week, we talked to Mark Finch-em. He's a really bad dude running for Secretary of State in Arizona. We had him on a segment called Kids Ask Questions, and he was not happy with it at all. Check it out. Hey everyone, welcome back. Dan here, and we are joined today, a very, very special guest. We're very, very excited to have him. He is a representative in Arizona. He's currently running for Secretary of State in Arizona. It is the Honorable Mark Finch-em. Mark, thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me. It's an honor. I appreciate it.
It's an honor, and then you're the honorable, so there you are. It's an honor to have the honor. And we do a fun little segment on here. Some of our subscribers, we have a fun segment where their kids can send in questions for, elected officials. I think it's kind of fun because kids, they're totally innocent, but they have kind of a unique perspective on things, and sometimes they can ask questions that are quite interesting. So let me just see here.
And they also present great ideas with some of those insightful questions.
Absolutely. So let's go. Okay. Are you able to see that?
Yes.
Okay, so it says, hello, sir. Thank you for helping to make elections fair. How come you always wear a cowboy hat if my mom says you were born in Detroit? Okay, that's kind of funny. That's kind of funny.
Well,
that's, yeah, I guess, is that true? You are, I thought you're born in Arizona. No, are you born in Detroit, Michigan?
So I was born in Detroit, Michigan, but I spent nothing but a couple of early months in my life there, and then we moved.
I see. Okay, I got you. Yeah, that makes sense. So you're a born and bred cowboy. That's kind of was a silly one. Let's see here.
Well, maybe it deserves a little explanation.
We got the next one here though. Mr. Finch-em, in my class we have a pet rat, and my teacher named it Mark Finch-em. She is my grade 4 teacher, Miss Evans. That doesn't seem. I don't know. The kid even knows there at that point. It seems like the teacher is probably like a liberal type, type person, and then they don't even realize. Okay, this next one, Mr. Finch-em, your cowboy hat is a hat for cowboys. How come you are always dressed like it's on Halloween?
Another liberal. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, I think whatever. If you want to wear,
I'm pretty deep in my Western roots. So as a rancher.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Somebody who still is outside. The purpose of the cowboy hat, by the way,
I apologize.
Stayed with you.
I apologize for that. Yeah. Okay. Next one. Why don't your kids want to see you anymore? Are you a bad daddy? That's horrible. This is trolls, I think. I think this is trolls that have co-opted it, like liberal trolls. Warren,
who's moderating this?
Well, I mean, Warren, the producer Warren is meant to be, and he is just a terrible producer. And I'll be honest with you, Mr. Finch-em, I got to talk to him now, and I think I'm probably going to relieve him of his duties as producer because
quite frankly, I'm ready to stop this interview.
I agree. We should stop it.
All right.
So Mark is super upset.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Who, if you didn't produce that, who was the producer that did that? And are you going to be airing that? And if so, when and where?
Yeah, I haven't. It's not. I guess it hasn't been decided yet whether or not it'll air. But yeah, it's a producer's name is Warren, and yeah, I promise you, he's had a talking to, and we're as upset as Mr. Finch-em is on our end. So yeah, apologies to big time apologies from our end, and we'll be dealing with it internally. All right, Frankie, great segment, but you got to chill the fuck out, man. You got to stay fucking cool, dude. Anyways, let's send it back over to Frankie, this time in the NEAS Film Center. Frankie? I got a family, and it's just... PrankZilla was a legendary prank phone caller, I guess. I don't know. I used to hang around the office trying to get a job, and this is like a documentary film about him. Check it out.
Hi everyone, I'm PrankZilla.
Hey, everyone, should I do one of the voices? No, just do it normal. Hey everyone, I'm PrankZilla. I'm a legendary prank phone caller, prankster, one of the greatest in the history of the game. I've been doing this shit since I'm 18 years old, and I am aged like a fine wine. So I approached Prank Stallone from NEAS to ask him, bring me on board. Let me get PrankZilla in there. Let's get him going. And he was not interested. He said, hard pass. Give me the HP treatment. Says my call style is out of date. But it's not out of date. You can't be funny. It cannot be out of date. You think this type of stuff is out of date?
Welcome to the show, Richard.
Oh, thank you so much. I was wondering, where's Kevin?
Kevin, you mean from last week from Alabama?
Well, is Kevin in Alabama on tour or whatever? Kevin, it's about time. Kevin, Nick, Joe.
Unless you mean Chris.
No, Chris is like basically who I am in reality, but no, I'm talking about Kevin, Kevin, Nick, and Joe. Everybody knows Kevin, Nick, and Joe.
Well,
okay.
I'm not.
Anybody
I'm
who
not sure.
hears Nick and Joe thinks, where's Kevin? I know Kevin's not necessarily as famous, as big as Nick and Joe. Nick and Joe are bigger. Obviously, you guys carry the name a little bit more, and you're more in the limelight. But still, don't. What about Kevin?
Okay, well, I'm not sure who you're.
I don't know, but
at. Okay, what can we do for you tonight? What's on your mind?
Well, I'm just a Jonas Brothers fan.
A Jonas Brothers fan. Okay. So, did you have something you wanted to discuss?
Wait a minute. Who are the Jonas Brothers?
That's who you are. You're Nick.
Oh, Nick.
Joe.
Wait a minute. Okay.
Kevin.
Nick, Joe, and Kevin are the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah,
you know what? He's
a joke. I was doing a joke. Oh, you've been pranked by the master, PrankZilla.
Oh my God, he got us. I was okay, Richard. I got to tip my hat to you. That was well played.
And it's like every single one of my calls was a banger.
Hey, you're on the air. Who's this and where are you calling from?
Oh, my name's Richard. I'm in Florida.
Hey, Richard from Florida. What's happening?
Hey, Richard.
Not too much. Hey, the bald truth is you're not bald, though. The truth is you're not bald. But anyways,
I'm bald on the inside, man.
I had a question about I have no hair. I have less hair than I would like on my head, the head of my penis. Or hang on, pretend you didn't hear the part about the penis part. Okay,
I'm gonna let this ride for a few seconds and see where it goes.
I don't have enough hair on my head I'm looking to get more hair on my head.
Okay, so is everybody who's calling
Of my
the show.
penis head. This is what I. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Can we talk about the AB Yeah, sure, we can talk about the AB incident. That was a call that changed my life, obviously. Not for the better. You know, I took a lot of heat for that. That was a mistake. If I could take that back, I would.
You're on the air.
Oh, hi, is this the Peter White Show?
It sure is. What's going down?
Hi, my name's Anus Brown. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
You're what?
I'm sorry. I said my name's Anus Brown.
Oh.
Your name's Peter White. Your name's Peter White. So I said my name's Anus Brown. I'm sorry, though.
That's all right. That's all right.
Let's be better.
I know. Be clever, man.
And so all I'm asking for is just one more chance for PrankZilla, you know? Can you imagine the headlines? PrankZilla is back. PrankZilla. 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 You got it? Frankie, I say relax, okay? And it's a reference, but it's the truth as well. And now let's send it back over to Frankie with the Fun Bunch Prank Collective. Frankie? I have made a terrible error in judgment, and I regret it. Here's Tailgater checking in. It's sports season, football season. Here's Gator checking in. I can hear you. You guys hear me?
Yes, thanks for joining us.
No problem. I was enjoying you guys were doing your picks and everything before.
Thank you. Can you let us know where you're from?
Well, I live in Florida currently, Homestead, Florida. What about you? What about you all?
We're all over. We're Maryland, New Jersey, and Ryan's from New York. We have a few panelists. A couple panelists of ours aren't here tonight, so we're switching around. But we do a pick show every Thursday, and then we have a sports show on Wednesday as well.
Well, I'm a diehard sports fan, obviously, and I was curious if you guys had any insight on this. I've noticed there's a big thing happening in, it's football, college football, whether it's university football, college basketball, baseball, even all kinds of sports. You're at the game, and I noticed that it seems like they can just throw you out for anything now at like a sporting event. Like whether or not you're sleeping for a period of time, or whether or not you've gone to the bathroom or whatever. Just number one, obviously. I'm not talking number two, and I feel like they can just throw you out of a game. Oh, excuse me, sorry. They can just throw you out of a game just willy nilly, and there's no repercussions, and it's getting out of control with that. They just throw you out, you know.
Are you looking at me?
Ryan, you're a student at Seton Hall, so you were in college, and why don't you talk about the college, what you see at college games as a student? Because what Pete was just saying. Why don't you take it first?
I can't tell you. I've been to a good number of games, not only at Seton Hall when I was there, but also, different schools and pro levels. I don't remember the last time that I saw someone thrown out for something other than running on the field or the court or whatever you want to say.
Well, but they'll throw you out if they find you and you're sleeping or whatever, or you've peed or whatever in your seat. They'll take you out and just throw you out, even if you're not bothering anybody.
Oi!
Yeah, I have no knowledge of that. I'm sorry.
Has anybody else, any of you guys been thrown out for peeing yourself or falling asleep at a game or whatever like that? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills here. I mean, I can't be the guy beside me in the AIDS hat, he's falling asleep right now, no?
That's an Alabama hat.
Oh, it's an Alabama hat. Sorry. Yeah. But Alabama hat, you know what I'm talking about, right?
I'd rather not comment on what
we're gonna say goodbye to thanks for joining.
Yeah, take a slow boat back to China.
All right. Hey, that's the part about live callers, man.
That's it.
What the hell was that?
That's it.
He's caught up with a bathroom. That's
what happens with live TV, Kurt.
Hey, that's it.
The wacko.
All right, Frankie, fuck, man. Gee, I fucking know where you are. I know where you are. I know where you live. And let's send it back over to Frankie, back in his home studio, the Real Fake Shows. Frankie? I can't go back from it. Everyone loves dancing around the issues. When you're dancing, remember Dan has told me you can't be really worried about something else. I could use a little dance right now, to be honest. Take my mind off of everything, everything I've been gotten wrapped up in. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Dancing Around the Issues. I'm your host, Dan Sintz. Today we're joined by Brandon Martin. He was running for a congressional seat. Unfortunately, came up short in his primary. Thank you for joining us, Brandon.
Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it, and I'm really looking forward to our segment here.
Yeah. First, I don't normally ask questions, but do you think that the Let's Go Brandon thing and your name being Brandon, do you think that hurt or helped your campaign?
It helped in some ways. It helped
Okay.
generate buzz.
Before we get started, I always do start off with a little bit of a dance just to get everything our everything moving and everything. So here we go. Let's go, Brandon.
Let's go.
Thank you very much. Thanks for the interview. You have a good day. That's the end of it.
That's the end?
Yeah.
I tried to look you up. Everything is looks like it's membership only.
Yeah, that's by design. Thanks a lot.
So what's your gig? What do you do?
I dance, brother. I dance. All right, everyone, that's the end. That's the final prank. But if you want to check out a little bit more, you can go over to the Patreon, patreon.com/notevenashow. We talked to a woman who believed that they were lowering tables in cafeterias in order for furries to eat out of dog bowls. Well, we speak to her. She's a congressional candidate of some kind. And there's also a short film called Don't Vote. Check it out over there in Patreon.